Well, we can show what you cover because people are really involved in everything but get the victory. Yeah, I mean, we've grown to expect that from Soupy. Thought she had a great game and, made the saves that she needed to early on to keep us in that game. So we're happy with her effort for sure.
Is that just playoff hockey? I mean, it seems to come down to goaltending in every game, it seems like.
Yeah, for sure. I think it was just a good battle. I thought the back and forth, I thought it was physical, I thought it was competitive, good goaltending on both sides. And, we said in between periods before that last overtime, it's probably going to be an ugly goal. Someone's throwing it to the blue paint and whacking at it. So obviously they got to it before we did.
Did you feel pretty good going into the overtime? And Minnesota had outshot your team in the third period, but it seemed like you were right in there hanging in there.
Yeah, we don't get too caught up in shots for or shots against. We tend to base the game based on how we're feeling about the game. I like the quality chances that we got. We probably in the playoffs, you probably got to work a little bit more to get some of those greasy kind of goals. Like there was a few opportunities I think we could have buried a shoulder and widened out our stance and drove a puck and kind of get ugly ones to the blue paint. It's not easy to get regular season type offense or regular season type of shots. All teams are going.
Overall, how did you feel about your play tonight? After last game, you came in and said you weren't very pleased with how your team played. And other than obviously the results, how do you feel your team played tonight?
Yeah, I thought the start was similar tonight. It seemed to be a lot of nerves, but I thought once we
That sort of our feet under us. We did a little bit of juggling lines. I loved the character that we showed. Seemed to come out with a little bit of attitude and a little bit of energy. We're physical and got our offensive chances. We just need to find ways to bury them. So definitely a much better performance overall than our last game.
Renata, the PWHL generally has been a more physical brand of women's hockey, but does it feel like it ramped up a notch in the playoffs? I mean, there's some good battles along the boards there.
Yeah, definitely. The hockey's physical. You can tell that, everyone's amped it up a little bit. It's playoffs, so you have to expect that. And I think we've done a really good job initiating it, especially in the second period. And I think as soon as we do that, that's our style of game and we're successful when we do that.
Emma, have you been in a 5-game series before where you played the same team 5 games in a row?
No, I don't think anyone really has. I don't know. It's all new for us. So
what do you think of it?
It's great. Love
it. Player, what will you take into Game 5? You've seen what Minnesota can offer and what they can do, and what did you take from this game? I know you haven't had a lot of time to process it, but what will be the things you take that you can use to your advantage in Game 5?
I think one of the things is our start is going to be really important. And I think we need to be on our toes from the start of the game. And as soon as we were playing with that attack mentality and we were getting pucks below their goal line, we were getting chances and we were having them in their end. So I think we need to put pressure on them, get them on their heels early. And that's the takeaway for me.
Anything to add to that, Emma?
No, I think just taking pucks in, it's going to be goosey goals. If you've seen, there's been no snipe goals really. And we're just going to have to bury our shoulder and take the pucks in at more and be willing to do that.
Emma, you've seen a lot of Liz Shepard. She's assisted on all 3 of Minnesota's goals so far. Is that just kind of her hunger on the net, or maybe seen that kind of play from her before?
I played with her for 4 years, so yeah, she's a really good playmaker, and yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks.